how this is going to go. Well, that's not a thing you want to hear a pilot say, but it's just unfamiliar. I have not spent much time with the MD-82. This is the stock the default MD-82 in Xplane, because I have been spoiled by the MD-80 that's made by Rotate, and you know what I mean. They do a good job on it. So we're going to see how this goes today. A lot of things are in the same place, so I shouldn't be completely caught off guard. But on the same token, I can't reach around and get some of the things like my plans and things like I can on the other one. So we'll see how this goes. So we really need to spend some time with GPU before we take off, because it is cold out here. It's freezing, and there is icing, and we're going to be doing a de-icing before we take off from the gate. So some things we have to pay attention to, a little more so than usual. Is that window open? Okay, no. All right, that's not. Let's see here. Let's start out with, we have a jetway attached already. Bring those vehicles over here, and also we're going to go ahead and go over here to the edit weight and balance information and pull up that information on my map, and we're going to need to fill this in like I'm doing right now. So we're going to do custom US. Our numbers are, we have 120 passengers on board the plane. Let's see, is there a place for that? Total internal fuel weight. Total internal fuel weight. Where's that? Our block fuel is 22,358. 22358. Okay. Our holdover time de-icing is going to be 20 minutes. Our total, so our weight of our cargo is 7,500. Well, can I do it like this if I just put in 7,500? Confirming our that flight came over. Let's see. In pounds. Yes, so block fuel 22358. I'm just making sure that's right. 7,500 pounds on bag cargo. Payload, our payload, my fault. Our payload is 28,500. And that's more realistic. Okay. Our internal fuel weight. I'm trying to think if I want to bump that up a little bit. Weather's kind of iffy. I'm going to put a little bit of extra fuel in here. We're going to put 25,000. And that'll give us just a little bit. It may not sound like much, but when it's life and death, I guess it's a lot. Okay. All right, so we've got that. We've accounted for our total payload from the ramp. Doesn't have a place in there for our reserve fuel, but that's our total fuel, our block fuel. Okay. Yeah, we're going to apply those changes. Okay. back to what I've been doing here. So I dropped the battery button down right there. I think what makes this feel uncomfortable is I'm used to getting what I need a certain way, and to change that up takes a little adjustment. It's not a big deal, but it's unnerving. And rotate has spoiled me. It's a great aircraft. I can't say enough for it. It's been a really good aircraft. I don't want emergency power though. I'm already hung up on just this piece right now. I've got GPU power, but right there I've got the battery is on. I'm not going to start the APU yet. Not necessary. And do I have an X checklist of this?
Battery on and locked.
Yeah, we're going to use it.
Parking brake set. External power on. External power left and right bus on. Passenger door key is shift plus F1.
Shift plus F1. Whoa. Is it? Key is shift plus F1. I'm holding down the shift key, and if I hit F1, it adjusts my volume, so that doesn't work. Which means how do you do that? Okay. After this, it'll be time to go. We're gonna have our family time and eat some good food. I'm bouncing around here. I have. Okay, it's just small things, but yeah, on the other aircraft, the other MD-80, how you open things is a little bit different. Okay, KDTW to KATL. Let's find our flight. This flight was saved with a different air rack cycle than what is currently loaded in Xplane. Ah. Yeah, we'll have to figure that out. Why? The why of that, because some of this information looks just fine. Oh. Check our departure here. So it's got us going out on Berry 3, as it should. That's good, because at least on the other, earlier I was trying to load a flight plan, it wasn't there. So Berry 3 and sinker. That's right. Okay, so I know it says it's out of date, but that's correct. Okay. So next, when we arrive, we're going to be arriving on Chipper 1. Yeah. And we're coming in on 26 right. Chipper 1. And I think we're going to be coming on Matthew. And look at there. Okay, so I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. That worked. Simple enough. I may flounder on finding some things, but that's working. Okay, that's what I need. Okay. I'll put that one on progress over there. Okay. I know we got more to add here, but that was really good. That was a very, very positive thing. Now we haven't done our init for, because we haven't, let me find my nav. What I'm looking for is my alignment to align my IRSs. The other flight, the MD-80, they were somewhere around here. Okay, radio nav norm, EFS, FMS norm. Okay.
Open. Rear passenger door, key is Shift plus F4, if necessary.
Does it let me do it from inside of the airliner? Let's see. Not a time saver, but I'm just saying how that works. Nice interior. This looks like leather. Everything may not be like completely like sharp, but I think some things actually work. Like this. Yeah.
Open. Passenger stairs, key is Shift plus F3, if necessary.
For this, I'm going to make a view for this, so we're going to do a Control 2 to get to the back of the plane. Because if I'm going to open those doors, I need to be able to not take for. You see how long it took me just to go to the front and the back of the plane. Look at that. I must say, this is an older plane, but I like it. I like it. It's nice. Okay, so right here we're going to do a control 1. So control 2, 2, 1. And I can get those back like I need to.
Extend. Service door, key is Shift plus F7. Open. Forward cargo door.
I think it was a combination of both. I think I did pull back the power when I ballooned for a bit and came really hard down on that gear. And I think it was wind, but honestly, I should have been able to navigate that. You're hearing everything I'm saying probably right now.
Open. Mid cargo door. Open. Aft cargo door. Open. Load fuel. As calculated. Boarding passengers and cargo. As calculated. Clear master caution. Check. FMC.
I am befuzzled why I still have an out-of-date database because I updated it. I thought I used Navigraph. I did everything. But I need to. But anyway, everything's loading. All the points I need are loading. But I've got to fix that because I don't need to be that far out of date. PK, you're asking for a link to the aircraft page. Which aircraft page? It's Thanksgiving. I'm not thinking today. Which aircraft page you talking about? Just clarify. I'd be glad. Anything. I'd be glad to help.
Program flight plan. Takeoff V speeds.
Checking our fuel quantity. So to check my fuel quantity, I have to back out, and I have things set for total fuel weight to be 25,000 pounds. Our total fuel weight at the moment is 11,340. And let's see, I've got 5 minutes. Okay, take off V speeds. There are a lot of things I've noticed already. There's the differences in the MD-82 and the MD-80, the one by rotate. There's a lot. Just subtle the ways you manipulate it with the mouse, even right now. It's confusing. It really is confusing. Let's see. Like right now, let's see. What if I want to? If I wanted to knock that out, I can. But like for you, what I need to do to get you on. I've got that open. Batteries on. There's something I have to do to make this work, I think. Let me see. Yeah, there's a lot of little subtleties on this MD-82. I'm just clueless. I'm having to figure out as I go. It's annoying. Because I noticed all this. I don't have power right now, and what am I doing wrong? Actually, I'm not needing you to yet, but Okay, so low volt. Okay. Oh, could it be this simple? Or is that just a gauge? It's just telling me what the status of it is. Battery voltage. I don't know what that means. Okay. Oh, figure. Okay. Like I said, some of these I don't, on the rotate completely different. Everything's completely different. We'll figure it out. Okay, so that's better. Okay. So it's fussing at me about the database. The root menu, we're good on our root. Hey PK, you were asking about the aircraft page. When you say that, are you talking about the? Because we're in the default. I'm in the default MD-80 right now for this aircraft. Throttle stays down until take. That's something weird about this one on takeoff. You'll see. Very weird. Okay. All right. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Well, I don't know if you came at the best time or not. I'm gonna throw it out there. If some of y'all are more familiar with the MD-82 and know some little new things that I don't know, I'm welcome to you giving some input. So right now, what I'm stuck on is normally I have put in the FMC information, but I'm hung up on V speeds right now. Where to enter V speeds? I'm used to the rotate model, and it is different. So we're having to we're floundering through it right now. We'll get through it, but we'll flounder through it. Okay. So I was trying to find how I get my V speed set in the FMC. Weather radar's working. In fact, I'm not even really technically I'm not supposed to have it on right now, but it looks good. The weather map, whatever they did recently, changes they made, it looks good. Okay. Okay. Let's try this again. So we're in their version of the McDo/FSMC. It's kind of a combination of both. Sanjay, could you get our IFR clearance from clearance, please?
I'll get our IFR clearance from clearance now.
If the passengers knew how screwed they were just at the moment. We'll get through this.
7673 requesting our IFR clearance, and we have Kilo.
I'm working on that clearance. Stand by.
So that's approach. It's got the approach information in there. I see that. I think we have loaded.
73 cleared to Atlanta via the Bar E3 departure. Then is filed. Climb and maintain 17,000. Expect flight level 34010 minutes after departure. Departure on 124.050 squawk 7114. Expect runway 21 right.
Okay.
Clearance Delta 307 Heavy, information uniform, request runway 22 left or departure 22 wait. Alright, we're going to expect runway 22 left, clear to Honolulu via the MD-82 departure, then it's filed. Time to maintain 10,000, expect flight level 360, 10 minutes after departure.
Okay.
Departure on 124.05 squawk 3477 Delta 307 Heavy.
Delta 307 Heavy, read back correct.
Delta 2163, ready to copy IFR clearance to Hartford. Just got information India.
Calculate and set bugs.
We'll come back to that.
Take off
we can
trim.
sit here all day. We can watch it all day. I know y'all got turkey to eat.
Calculate and set up. Flight director. Both on.
Yes. they
Heading
are.
knob to runway. Set. Max bank angle. Set to 15. Initial cleared altitude.
She's all about that altitude. Okay. Already on transmit receive there. Okay.
Set end arm. SPD/Mach.
It's cold in Detroit right now. Very cold. It's like super cold. In fact, I de-iced, I think, last night. I tried to do one here last night. I de-iced. Okay, so let's put that 300 is our altimeter here.
Set to V2 plus 10. Altimeter. Set local QNH. Cockpit door. Locked. Auxiliary hydraulic
You
pump.
never would find these hydraulic pumps if you weren't looking for them. Auxiliary,
On.
because it's sitting
All
here,
doors and stairway.
and it is on. I need to close all the doors. That fuel gauge hasn't risen. Our total fuel right now is 11,340 pounds. That's not right. It's set in kilograms. We're good. We're good. I am a doofus. It's reading it in kilograms. If that's kilograms, we've got 25,000 pounds of fuel. Sanjay, tell me what 11,340 kilograms of fuel is in pounds.
All closed. Engine start pump.
That's about 5,000 pounds of fuel, Steve.
Alright, it's all me. I could see these planes being repurposed for skydiving. Alright, personally scene 2. We're going to detach the jetway. We still have a problem with the APU. I don't know how to start the APU. I can't, like the manipulation of it, just you notice that it goes there, it goes there. There's something else I need to do. Oh, is this it? Something that has to be armed before it is turned on. I think there is. We got to figure this out, guys. This is so because right now everything here is fine so far. I've got battery power on. I've got the APU switch, and normally I just would hold it down and go through the start. I think I have my switches set right for it. Well, what if we reset it? Can we reset it? What am I missing? Bueller, anybody?
Delta 2375 ready for push and start.
Yeah, because I can't until this is the part where we've got to figure it out so that we can power up and go. Hey, if anybody's got input on how to get the APU started on the MD-82, you're welcome to speak up or drop a comment. We got to figure this out. So, I got the pitot heat off for the moment. I notice it won't let you, it doesn't work, like the arming the, you can't arm the lights, to arm the emergency lights, which is kind of important.
On. APU master. Run. APU master.
That was it.
Start. Check APU power avail.
Okay. Woohoo. Okay, it's the little things that make me happy. So, start pump has to be on for the APU to be brought up. And I don't know why I haven't noticed that on my other one, but that is looks like it's rather important. And in terms of how real it is, I think the APU comes up a hair faster on this aircraft, but it's not, anyway, we're going to go ahead
Check. APU generator. Check on. APU bus left. On. APU bus right. On. Galley power. On. Left engine bleed air cross feed.
The crossfade is another thing you'd never find if you weren't looking for it. It's these valves here.
On. Right engine bleed air cross feed. On. APU air source.
I got it. It's on.
On. Air conditioning left system. Off.
All those are off. That's like your
right system.
your packs need to be off.
Off. Check APU AC low.
Looks good. Looks good here.
Check. External power left bus. Off. External power right bus. Off. External power. Off. Instrument lights.
Everything's looking like I want it, and I'm going to go ahead and bring the lights on this side too. So that side's done.
As required. Stall test. Check. Max SPD warning test. Check.
Open.
Annunciator/digital lights test.
Birmingham, Kelvin 2 or Kelvin 3 departure, then is filed and climb and maintain 4,000, expecting flight
That's
level
all
40, 10 minutes
on
after departure.
company door.
Departure is on 118.95, squawking 6564, Northwest 1019. Northwest 1019, readback correct. Delta 3897, readback correct.
Check. Loops A test. Check. Loops B test. Check. Clear master caution. Check. Clear master warning. Check. Strobe lights.
Go ahead and get our pushback and start clearance from clearance.
I'll request pushback and start clearance from ground now.
We're still not done with.
Delta 7673 requesting pushback and start clearance. We have Kilo I.
Delta 7673, pushback and start approved, tail southwest.
Hey Captain, let me know where you want this thing. Great news, Captain, your tow's coming.
Okay, here's on the McDo. This is the part where I'm struggling. Okay, so I have index. I've got status. No more information that I can really manipulate on there, except this is a part that throws me too. I just got through updating my Navigraph, my information on my air rack, and it should be more than up to date, so not sure what's happening there. We've defined our waypoints. We don't need that. Hold on.
All right, looks like the doors and hatches are closed and we're ready to connect.
I was seeing if it's just, that's the approach airport, but I was seeing if there's something, what am I missing?
Welcome aboard, Captain. Tow's connected, bypass pins inserted. Go and kill the parking brake when you're ready to go. Here comes the pushback. Light them up.
Alright, we're going to get engine started. We'll still figure that part out. I'm not concerned, but, well, I am concerned, because until I get that information in there, I'm missing some critical
good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome on board your Delta
pieces here.
So in just a moment, we'll be showing you a brief presentation on the safety features of this aircraft. We kindly ask that you please direct your attention to the video monitors and flight attendants in the aisle, even if you are a frequent flyer. Thank you so much.
Welcome aboard, and thank you for choosing Delta for 100 years and counting.
Delta.
Might be okay.
The health and safety of our customers and crew is our #1 priority and the shared responsibility of everyone on board. So, before we depart, please pay attention to this important message. Stow all carry-on items in an overhead bin and place smaller items completely under the seat in front of you.
Larger electronic devices must be placed in a bag. Handheld portable electronic
I think I
devices,
can get us through it.
including
I
mobile
think we'll be
phones,
alright.
should also be
Okay.
secured.
Keep the aisles, exits, and bulkhead areas clear.
There's still
if you
some
lose
holes
an
in
electronic device
how
in
I'm
your
doing
seat,
this, but I
please
think I can get us
do
through
not
it.
adjust your seat and ask a crew member for help.
As we leave the gate, fasten your seatbelt by inserting the metal tip into the buckle and adjusting the strap so it's low and tight across your back.
Just about done here. Go ahead and set your
Lift
parking
the
brake.
top of the buckle. If your seat has a shoulder harness, attach the metal tip to the fitting on the belt. To release, push the metal tip down. Stay seated with your seatbelt fastened when the seatbelt sign is on, and keep it fastened whenever you're seated in case of sudden rough air. In the event of rough air, the crew might also need to buckle up for safety. We appreciate your understanding if our service is interrupted.
Federal regulations require all passengers to comply with all crew members' instructions,
Anti-skid.
along with the posted placards and lighted information
Push and start
signs
clearance.
throughout the cabin. Smoking, vaping, the use of e-cigarettes or any smokeless product, including chewing tobacco, is not allowed on any Delta flight. Federal law prohibits tampering with, disabling, or destroying restroom smoke detectors.
There are 8 exits on this plane, 8 doors, 4 on each side. Each door has a detachable slide that can be used as a raft.
In the event of an evacuation, leave all bags behind. Carry-on baggage will slow the evacuation. All exits are clearly marked with the green exit symbol. Locate the nearest exits and
Pump is
remember,
on.
they might be behind you. If we lose power, lights will illuminate the aisles to guide you to an exit.
Systems on A or B.
It's unlikely, but if cabin pressure changes, oxygen masks will drop from the
Cabin
panels above your
pressure
seat
are-
and inside the
these are
lavatories.
off.
Reach up and pull a mask or streamer down to start the flow of oxygen. Remove any face covering and place the mask over your nose and mouth. Slip the elastic strap over your head and adjust the mask if necessary. Breathe normally and note the oxygen is flowing, so don't worry if the bag doesn't inflate. Be sure to adjust your own mask before helping others.
A water evacuation is also unlikely, but just in case. Life vests are in a compartment beneath or adjacent to your seat. To use, remove the vest from its container by pulling on the
Oh,
tab
these are
and
on
then
high.
opening the
They
pouch.
stay on high.
Slip the vest over your head.
All right.
Wrap the
Hydraulics
strap
is
around your
on.
waist. Attach it to the buckle in front and adjust securely around your waist. As you leave the plane, inflate the vest by pulling down on the red tab at the bottom, or manually inflate it by blowing into the tube at shoulder level.
Let's try
A
it again.
water-activated light is attached to each vest. For children under 35 pounds, place the vest around their waist and secure the strap between the legs. See your safety card for more
that's
information.
correct. Okay.
Additional life vests for in-lab children are in marked compartments
Pressure
at the front and
is
rear
okay,
of the plane.
so we're going to try it
We'll
again.
distribute these vests if necessary.
Before takeoff, bring your seat to its upright position and stow your tray table, footrest, and leg rest. Be sure you fastened your seatbelt low and tight across your lap, carry-on items secured, and armrests are at resting position, or as otherwise indicated on the placard in front of you. If you have a suite door, ensure it's open. See placard instructions inside the suite door for
Why are you
opening
going down?
instructions in case of emergency. Finally, take a moment to review the safety
Oh,
information
I know
card
what's
in
wrong.
your seat pocket.
As we finish our safety check, please let us know if you have any questions.
As we take off into the future, sit back and relax. And from all of our crew,
I know what's wrong.
thank you for
That was
flying with Delta, today and for the next 100 years.
Okay, we're going to try this again. So I'm going to drop that. So fuel is off there. Fuel pumps are on here. And so I'm going to hold this down again. So I've got pump on. Let's just set that to be. It shouldn't matter. Either one shouldn't matter. Fuel heat doesn't matter right now. Let's hold it down. Keep it hold down. Okay, we went with the left engine first. Shouldn't have mattered either way. We're good.
Pushback information again. We're requesting pushback for startup and
Yeah, we're coming up.
specified.
Heavy pushback and startup approved. Tail northeast.
Honda 49 Echo Metro Ground. Say again.
Something looks wrong there. Look at that. And if those get deployed, I think everything goes to pot. Hold on a second. It reset. Yeah, they did reset. That's kind of like, I'd call a mechanic for that. It's not like, you don't want to do that. Okay, so engine 2. Hold it in, hold it in, hold it in. Bueller. Coming up, coming up, coming up. We're not out of the woods yet, by the way, but closer. So the question is, why does Delta use the 717 so frequently? And the answer is that they have a lock on the 717s along with the Hawaiian Airlines, and they have parts galore, and they have amazing mechanics and aircraft mechanics, and they're economical to operate, and they're for smaller sized airports, and they work great. They work great, so that's why they use them all the time. Okay. We still haven't answered the question about our V speeds. In other words, we've still got an issue there right now. But we'll get to it. Here's the thing. I know what my V speeds are, but I know how I enter them on the MD-80. Something's different here, and don't know what's wrong. Okay. But my climb cruise, oh, that's correct. Uh-huh. serious issue. That is a very serious issue. Yeah, when the hot water pot stops working and we can't make coffee in this house, that is an emergency. Okay.
Sadly, at this point, it actually is an emergency with the coffee can't be headaches in the house. Do we want headaches for an entire day?
No, I don't want headache.
No,
I don't want headaches today. No.
Received and activated. Pushback procedure as required.
All right, guys. So the deal with I've got my numbers. I've got all of our numbers that we need, and I wonder if I have to. Let's see. So even here for our temp, so we're gonna be in takeoff mode shortly here. The temp here is 0, which means there'll be a lot of icing, so we gotta be careful. Good luck with that. Whenever you take him down, if like he gets down, he goes straight for his closet and goes to sleep. All right, let's see here. By the way, our V2 is going to be 154. We will be, once we get airborne, we will be kind of relying on navigation FNC. And I think everything's correct in the FNC, so we should be okay then. Go ahead and get our takeoff clearance. Correct. I'm sorry. Yeah, not takeoff clearance. Get our taxi clearance.
I can't handle that request. You'll need to handle it.
Sanjay, you're in charge of all comms. Please get our taxi clearance.
I'll get our taxi clearance from ground now.
Ground Delta 1302 request pushback and stop. Requesting pushback and stop. Delta 1302.
Delta 1303 heavy, pushback and start approved. Tail southwest.
Tail southwest, Delta 1302.
Master is off and air is off. Packs to auto. I call them packs. They call them something different. All right. We definitely are using airfoil heat. That pitot is set to captain. Anti-fog is on. Engine and see, protection from ice. Yes, definitely. And they need to fix that. That's a small fix, but the emergency lights don't work. Okay. Start pump can go off. That goes to override. Those are both to off there. Okay. DC buses should be at auto. And we're ready for taxi. We're taxiing to runway 21 right. Okay. If you're still hanging out on this flight, you're patient. Y'all are patient because I've floundered on several pieces. There's still a piece about the entering the V speeds that we're in question on right now. But I know how to initiate takeoff in Toga, and so I can get it started. But yeah, that's kind of not good.
And we're disconnecting the tow. Give me just a moment.
Oops, I'm about to run over the guy that's lowering the nose to our plane right now. Sorry, guys. Okay, brakes engaged. PK is still on. PK, if you're still on, hey, clarify the what you meant. Which aircraft page are you looking for? The and I do have a lobby, and I'll be starting to utilize my lobby more in case y'all want voice.
And we're disconnected. Signal and pin on the left. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
Because I'd be glad to talk to anyone here if you'd rather talk by. So if look for, if you want to check us out on the link that you see in YouTube, get to it. Okay. Okay, we're navigating our way over to 21 right now, which is not far away. True story, I tried to do this flight earlier because I was just going to try to get it squared away earlier today, and I was in a 767-400 and had an issue, and it crashed, like the Xplane crashed. So we just went ahead and went without that. I went ahead, didn't redo it, but I switched planes and said, well, you know what, let's just get an MD-80 to default and see if we can like muddle our way through it. Honestly, I'll probably end up liking it. I just don't have the workflow down yet for this particular aircraft. Rotate makes an amazing MD-82. They're the same ones that make the MD-11. And they do a great job with it, and that's probably one of my favorite ones of the smaller scale size commercial airliners to fly. But this is big question is how we will do on this one, and I'm telling you, it could end poorly, could end great, could end good. Biggest concern coming out of Detroit is just to be sure that we are using de-icing, icing, doing everything we can. Left-right generators are off. Whoa. And that's a great look right there. With I see the switch, or see this panel when there's nothing lit up on it. It's the best feeling in the world. It's like, ooh, yeah.
Detroit, ground request taxi.
Delta 318, heavy pushback and engine start approved, tail southwest.
Metro ground, Delta 318.
Is that over here should say something about ice?
Runway 21 right.
Rudder travel unrestricted. Yeah, that's supposed to be. And our engine ice is all on. Engine de-ice. Did you get the coffee going? You get it going. Heat okay for you? Alright, right. Crisis averted just for a moment with that. We gotta fix that. Okay. By the way, I should have gone straight. I should have made the right turn here, because that would have made you have to make a phone call. What I just did. flight directors are off. Why? I'm really not sure how takeoff is going to go in terms of. Okay, so we're going to go toga takeoff. We're going to take off, but I said V speeds earlier. I meant takeoffs. Our takeoff numbers aren't loaded. So well, V speeds, yes. So V1 V rotate is not in there, but we'll see how it works. That's the part I got to figure out. I'll need to go watch maybe one of Q8 Pilot or Flying Scotsman's old videos on it. Some of the other guys that like these default airplanes, because I think this plane has a lot of potential. I think it's actually a fun plane to fly. Feels like it already. I like just I think I would like the feel of it. Sanjay, we're holding short runway 21 right. We're ready for departure.
I'll get our takeoff clearance from tower now.
Metro Tower Delta 7673 holding short of runway 21 right, ready to depart.
Delta 7673, Metro Tower, runway 21 right, winds 270 at 19er, gusting 25. RNAV Sturgey, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 21 right, RNAV Sturgey, cleared for takeoff. Delta 7673.
Sanjay, brief the departure, brief the takeoff.
I'll get our takeoff clearance from tower
Metro
now.
Tower Delta 7673 holding short of runway 21 right, ready to depart.
Well, rough landing. I had a rough time. I did not get my V speeds loaded though. I couldn't find out where to load my my V speeds in the McDo/FMC. I guess you can call it either one because it's kind of like a hybrid. So when right now I've got everything loaded, but I don't remember the rotate. You know, I've gotten spoiled with the rotate, okay, and I do like the simplicity of it, but the rotate, there's a couple of like workflow things between this and the rotate. They're a little bit different, so that I'm having to get used to. Okay, let me go up there around 40%, a little over 40%. Takeoff setting. I noticed it didn't instantly like go to. Come on. It didn't instantly go to takeoff. Okay. It definitely is not. Yeah. The rotate's one of my favorite ones, I think. There is a problem right now with my configuration.
132.725. 132.725, thanks very much. Now to 357.
Yeah, there's something I didn't do right just then. Big time. I've got my flaps should be set at 11 for departure. I had and it's not set correctly. And center of gravity on this one is go 11. Hope I don't have my center of gravity messed up there. Or flaps 11. Okay, right. Oh, you don't. Okay. Yeah, my MD-80, my Rotate MD-80 is a love. I think, but this is a hair different. The workflow's different. Okay, I'll try this again. Bring that up a little bit there.
Stabilizer. 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 Stabilizer.
I'm at full toggle right now.
Stabilizer. 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 Stabilizer.
120.
Stabilizer.
I'm floating a little bit. 140.
Stabilizer.
140. V1. Rotate.
Banking.
Positive rate. Gear up.
Delta 7673, contact departure on 124.05.
Right. Yeah, I'm sure there's some good, great ones. Yeah, I definitely need to watch it.
Delta 7673, good afternoon. We're climbing past 1500. Detroit approach Delta 7673, good afternoon, passing 1500 on the flight.
Delta 7673, Detroit approach radar contact. Climb and maintain 17,000 direct bar 8.
Right, I'm going to tell it to
Climb and maintain flight level 240.
Climb and maintain 17,000 direct bar E, Delta 7673.
follow the FMC and follow VNAV.
Delta 7673, climb and maintain flight level 200.
Climb and maintain flight level 200. Delta 7673.
I will say this plane feels good. Even this MD-82 feels good. Feels good. I don't know if I'll ever go back to the CRJ 700 or 900. I think hate maybe, no, hate's a strong word. No, hate's not a good word. I hate CRJ. Enough to where I need to learn it. Okay, that's snow. Detroit's got snow right now. I do have on heat and wing.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we climb to our cruising altitude, I'd like to extend a special Thank you to each of you.
Take that back.
And welcome back to our SkyMile members and Million Milers. Your business and loyalty are greatly appreciated by the entire Delta family. For your safety, it's important to remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened anytime the seatbelt sign is on. Even if the sign is off, please keep your seatbelt fastened in case we experience any unexpected rough air. We ask that you also please remember to use caution if opening the overhead bins to prevent injury from articles that may have shifted during
We're
takeoff.
at 5,000.
Now reach an altitude where it's safe to use approved electronic devices. And a listing of these devices can be found in Sky Magazine in the seat pocket in front of you.
Get through these clouds here, these freezing clouds.
On today's flight in the economy cabin, it'll be our pleasure to offer you complimentary Coca-Cola products, Starbucks coffee, water, juices, a variety of complimentary snacks, as well as a selection of our fresh eats items and all-day goodies.
Alright, RTO is in the off position.
Beer, wine, and spirits are available complimentary for our first class and Delta Comfort Plus passengers, as well as available for purchase for
So we're on nav track right now, and following the
a complete listing of available beverages, as well as of our fresh eats items can be found in the menus in your seat pocket. Please be reminded that Delta accepts only major credit or debit cards for onward purchases of beverages and snacks.
Climb and maintain flight
However,
level
you can use
240.
Delta SkyMiles American Express card, save 50% and earn double miles on all Delta purchases. For your enjoyment, each seat is equipped with your own personal entertainment system. On it, you can
I know technically I don't have to
complimentary as well as on-demand TV shows,
wait.
movies,
I can go ahead and
music.
set my altitude on 360, but I'm trying to be a good soldier.
Light tap with your fingertip. Feel free to use your own headsets.
Okay,
Otherwise,
above the
if
clouds.
you need a headset, let us try to figure out they are yours complimentary for this and future Delta flights.
Rough landing, what is that on the front of the plane there? What do I see? Is that a pedo? Is that a pedo? No, it's not a pedo. What is that? That red thing right there. Is that like a stabilizer? What is it? I might try that. Yeah, that's. I'm gonna assume that's some sort of stabilizing engine, or that stabilizing flap right there. Under the pitot. Or is it something to do with icing? I like that. I like the view there. Okay, so after I've done all this, I'm coming back to Greensboro from LaGuardia around the 9th of the month, next month, on a CRJ 700.
Climb and maintain flight level 280.
Plane I hate. I don't know, I may change my mind after I ride in it or fly in it. I'm sure I've flown in one before and not paid attention. Alright, right at 10,000, we're going to go ahead and landing lights off. Speed looks good. So this actually, yeah, I think this is a nice plane. This is a nice little plane. Even like I said, it flies just like the MD-82, the rotates version of it. Slight turn. much that. Right on track. Pretty much this we'll climb on this flight. We just climb and reach the top of descent on the other side. It's straight. From here, I don't think we even make another turn. And around Nashville, we'll make the slight left turn, about 45-degree turn back to Atlanta, and then we'll transition to the other side of the airport at Atlanta to set up for 26 rights. So ought to be a nice flight.
Lido approach on 126.1, Delta 7673.
Hey, if you have that, if you know which A330 pilot did it, rough landing, drop it in the comments. I'll go back and watch it. Just there are a couple of brush ups. There's a couple of questions I have along the way.
Good afternoon. Climbing to 13,000 feet, aiming for flight level 280.
Delta 7673, Toledo approach, climb and maintain 13,000.
Climb and maintain 13,000. Delta 7673.
Sanjay, I don't understand. He's already cleared us up to 200.
We are cleared to climb to flight level 200, Steve.
Yeah. Okay, so we're on the FMS. We're following the FMS. We're on the nav track and on a nice climb. Seems to be a good. This is a good plane. I think it's a good aircraft. And I know it's got some age on it. It's MD-82 or MD-80.
73, climb and maintain flight level 320.
Climb and maintain flight level 320. Delta 7673.
So I did watch a special. I think I was mentioning I did watch a special on the 717s. Did you work on the 717s, Ruff? I guess you did. Did they have any 717s when you were there? Or did they, I mean, they use that model or that? Yeah. Wow. Oh, you did MD-11. Yeah. So, if I understand correctly, Delta and Hawaiian Airlines bought a mother load of 717s, and they just are. I guess they have the mother load of parts, everything, the mechanics that work on them, and they use them for their, I guess, their smaller airports, and they just are a workhorse. But they have a lot of routes with the 717s. In fact, I've seen them come in and out of Greensboro there a lot. So I'm sure, because I guess they're easy to jump from a regional airport to one of the big hubs. But I thought that was a pretty masterful little strategy. It's a simple, I guess, just when I say simple to them, not simple to me. But working on that particular the aircraft, being able to keep them up and running in good shape, having the parts, kind of like what Southwest Airlines did when they really banked their money on the 737-800s. I guess 737s are going to be around for a long time.
Climb and maintain flight level 340.
I'm going to go ahead and put this up on 360 now. Pretty close. was thinking how much money John Travolta's made throughout through his life. He's been through a rough time in his life too, though. He's between losing a son at 15, when he was 15, and losing his wife. They were just an awesome couple. But being able to purchase I don't know, he had a 727 or 737, just blew my mind. Right, okay, so it was like a, oh really? Okay, alright. So, it was a kind of a combo aircraft, wasn't it? Is that the way, the name gets all mixed up. DC, MD, it's yeah. Where was their plant in Mexico? Where was their facility? All right, we're making headway. We're at about 18,000. Well, I can see why they're preferred now. I can see, well, they're dependable, solid aircraft, can land on several different kinds of runways. Yeah, I guess that's a key point too. The noise abatement, big time. He has a 707. Oh, wow, and a 737. My word. Yeah, no, 737. I know he really had it out. I know he had a airport like a landing strip in his backyard that to land that size aircraft. That's just unreal. I got to go back and watch that documentary. Where are we? Wrong question to ask. Okay, we're coming up on sinker right now. We're coming up on sinker. We should be at cruise altitude at sinker, and our top of descent will come up around Matthew. Around Matthew, so we're good. Good on our progress. Okay, so we're coming towards sinker. That's awesome. Yeah. Very interesting. Anything hit you by surprise this past several weeks, or do because I'm sure you've been following Kentucky's Louisville, but I'm presuming that you probably knew more about that one than any of us. Yeah. Wow. I can't imagine taking off on a rock or gravel surface. I just can't imagine that. And I say that I was Army. We had C-130s that could take off from about anything, but you know. Oh, I remember that. That McDo. Yeah, I'm still getting through the awkward part of the MD-11 to get used to it. I do have the both versions of it, the passenger version and the freight version of it. Passenger version, I just thought that would be like really neat to have, because that's something you'll never see probably ever again, is a bunch of passengers getting on one. Oh.
Delta 7673, contact Indianapolis Center on 135.8.
You know. Okay.
Indianapolis Center on 135.8, Delta 7673.
I've noticed that. I've noticed like my on the Navigraph map mileage and the airport mileage, like the aircrafts McDo sometimes is as much as 20 miles off. I've seen that. Just kind of seen that recently, like on that recently.
Delta 7673, Indianapolis Center, maintain flight level 220.
Delta 7673.
Delta 7673, you cleared us up to 360. Similarities, were the similarities uncanny, really? It seemed like they were to me, but especially even when the stress, when it actually gave way, when it actually. Pylon bolt failed. Yes. Yeah, the aft pylon bolt. I think wasn't flight 191 the one where they had just started using the forward camera in the plane so the passengers could see where the plane was going, and I'm thinking that thing was the monitor, the closed circuit or the monitor was actually on all the way through that flight to the end of it. So they went from a really ingenious idea, let's let everybody see what you're seeing outside of the plane, you know, as it's flying, to saying we're never going to do that again. Wow. Well, I look forward to learning the MD-11, flying it more. I think I do some of the virtual flights for FedEx, and they still are using the MD-11, although the scheduled flights are supposed to mirror the exact flights that are done by FedEx, but I think they're going to allow for it. FedEx or UPS on virtual, they're going to still let you fly it. Okay, so this is that one Chicago took out. The pilots literally were passengers at that point. Wow, wow, there's nothing they could do. Yeah. I think one of the most unsettling parts of that is that once they hit V1 and they knew, I guess once they had the catastrophic moment, that literally they had nothing else they could do. In other words, they're committed to taking off, and they had to take off. I don't know if they knew at that point because they probably could feel the loss of thrust but I'm sure that that's probably the most helpless feeling in the world, to know you have to go ahead and follow through with it. There's nothing more you can do because you have no runway left. Yeah, that cockpit camera idea, sounded good. I guess it sounded really neat at first, but I guess after that, I wouldn't want to put one in there ever again either. I don't think that was recorded footage, was it? I don't think it was, because I'm not sure if they... I don't think it was it? I mean, it wouldn't have been black box safe, I'm sure. Yeah. Well, yeah. I know that's the first thing they think. I know. Maybe it was just time. Maybe it just served out its life. And they were really tempting fate. Maybe there's just nothing they could do. So Thanksgiving starts for us at about 4 o'clock today. It is currently 1:13 here in the beautiful East Coast. Okay, Chicago. That's it. I know you're bringing details about what I knew about the forklift. And honestly, I mean, oh yeah, gosh, man. I just think that when you talk about aircraft that large, there are so many. Oh, would you agree? There are so much more. That is. I don't know. That just seems like the complexity of keeping a very large aircraft airworthy is so much harder than, say, a smaller plane. I agree. I do agree. Although I think the footage itself wouldn't show anything but the impact in the front of the aircraft, and just nothing. I guess. I mean, not much to really help anything. Right, at rotate, absolutely. So, yeah, I mean, at the point, but even when at the point they were at V1, they were like a second or two away from rotate. V1, they were done. That they knew that there's nothing they could do, especially with a load that heavy. Gosh. I could tell you, I'm just, this is just me. At that point, I'd be willing to bet I didn't hear a single one of those sounds. Well, welcome aboard, and I don't know how to pronounce it. Okay. Oh, replicate. Replicate. Okay, replicate 99. Okay. Got it. All right, welcome aboard. See how far along we are. We're outside a serial cockpit. It's okay for us to talk. I am working on our like a chat room, or like our voice chat room for anyone who is interested. There may be a link if you want to pick up on the invite, and in future streams we talk about voice. Alright, we're heading toward IIU waypoint now. We're about 151 miles from the IIU waypoint. Yeah. You know, that was so that was out of like out that wasn't typical, because they actually were they were actually playing they had the camera was on and the monitor was on in the passenger area that day. So that was not the norm. Usually they would wait to cruise level. Okay, makes sense. Did I get it? So it's replica. Sorry. Okay, replica. My bad. I can imagine, by the way, when something happens and you know you were the last one to touch an aircraft, I can imagine the stress, the pressure and the stress that you feel from that. That's immense. I'd say the same for an ATC controller after an incident where something happened and you know so many people perished. Wow. I think it was a good call. You think it was a good call then for them to basically say you can't fly MD-11s anymore in the United States. So it was a good call. Shout out to Xplane 12. Skies are looking great. Way better. Kind of the texture and the body in the clouds, the color, you know, the stratospheric change, color, the color changes, all that, everything looks really good. It's a good job. So I tell you what, for a default aircraft in the program. It's good. Good job. I mean, it's not, I will say that some of this is the livery, but the livery still looks good. There's a few like odds and ends, like sharpness may not be there on every single piece of that part, but it looks good. Oh, there is rough. Okay. Well, some people don't mind typing. They don't. Let me know right now, so as I'm talking, is there a delay? Is there a delay that you're hearing on mine right now, or is it pretty instantaneous? I think I may have taken it off. Oh. I think I did take off the delay right now, so you should be getting kind of a more up-to-date or instant sound there. Right, so far so good. So far so good. What's below us right now? I always like you to do that. I hit shift 3 and see what's below us, and if there's anything of interest below us. I do believe I'll be flying this one a little bit though. Now, like I say that I like my rotate, but this MD-82, I think actually Delta Virtual will take either one of them, but I like this one.
Can you please expedite your descent to flight level 220?
Expediting descent to flight level 220, Delta 7673.
Delta 7673. We are currently cruising at 360. We're not at top of descent yet.
Delta 7673, roger, maintain flight level 360 until top of descent.
Maintain flight level 360 until top of descent. Delta 7673.
I'm going to go ahead and set this to 3021. We should be at no flaps. Yeah.
Stabilizer motion. Stabilizer motion.
My auto trim is working right now. Hard at work. Okay. One thing I didn't do after I got up here is I didn't go to CR.
Stabilizer motion. Stabilizer motion. Autopilot. Autopilot.
Well, that's not good. I don't like doing it. Let me get it hands on for a minute. Right. Now I just hit cruise for my thrust. We'll try this again. I want to come off of this. I think that evened out. I think I did okay. I'm not sure what happened there. So I hit, while I was up here in cruise, I hadn't hit it yet. I hit cruise. Yes. Let me address this. Oh, don't do that. Why are you fussing at me right now? Okay, we'll go back and even it out. I don't want to. Is it my Is it my trim? I'm going to try this again, see if I can even out our. What if I were to go back to climb? So I went at climb, and I'm going to hit autopilot.
Autopilot. Bank angle.
All right, hold on. I got to do some pilot stuff real quick. We're going to come back to the right. I'm going to try again to see if I can get back on track here. I'm not sure what happened there. So we should be coming back in line. I think we're coming back in line with IIU, but we're nowhere close to top of descent. Yes, what I've got is what is it here? So I think I'm even voice connected right now. Let me see here.
Autopilot. 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 Autopilot.
I am rough landing. In fact, probably on the next flight, I've got it. I think I'll have a chat room that we can use, and that I think works pretty well. I've used it before with Bravo 737. Delta 7673 requesting clearance to descend to 270.
Autopilot.
Delta 7673, descend and maintain flight level 270.
flight level 270, Delta 7673.
Alright, let's see if I can get this back to some semblance of normal. Yeah, that, the chat, we would have on that, the way we chat on the other one would be instantaneous. You wouldn't have to wait. Let's see. Alright, so far we're on our way to IIU, then to Hitman. And, I am losing altitude, and I try to get this to work. Really can't explain why I have lost autopilot periodically there. I'm not sure what's going on there. I know that I need to get back on course here. We're 171 miles from our destination. No, excuse me, we're 303 miles from our destination. I do notice that my speed is not where I want it to be. And I'm wondering if it's related to that.
Delta 7673, contact Indianapolis Center on 134.275.
Contacting Indianapolis Center on 134.275. Delta 7673.
It's my speed. That's wrong. It's speed. I've
Delta 7673, good afternoon.
I have
flight level 240.
bled off speed, and it's that's the cause of my autopilot kicking off. Right. It has everything to do with that right now, so that's it. So, got to figure out how to get out of this. My trim is way off right now. Big time off. Okay, so I know it's wrong. I know it's wrong right now. My trim is, my trim setting, something's off. That yeah. And I do have my throttle. I've got our throttle way up right now. Speed currently is at 180, it's 60 knots. And I can't maintain cruise thrust. We'll see how it goes, rough. All right, I've been hand flying the last little bit here, and I have the yoke completely forward right now. And say getting us off course too, so I need to go back right, not hard right, but just soft right. I'm going to set
Indianapolis Center, direct Louisville, Dennis filed, please.
we're at 24,000. Now, I have the yoke all the way forward right now. And if I keep the yoke all the way forward, I'm good. But the minute I let go of the yoke, I'm immediately climbing again. Trying to get my... in fact, I'm climbing even right now. Even with the... Alright, we're at 25,000 feet right now. I have the yoke pressed full forward. Hold on, I'm behind on reading. Hold on, I'll need to send you a link. Rough Landing, it's actually in one of the chat programs. In fact, I just have a brain fart about the name of it right now. Okay, we're at 26,000 feet right now. Okay, 26,000. I am going to come back on my speed just a little bit more, but we're at about 210 knots right now. Okay, I'm looking at trim now. First of all, flap side is 0. Bleeding off too much speed, but okay, let's see. Better? My passengers are getting a nice little back and forth right now. Right, throw me some numbers out for my trim, because right now what I'm struggling is to get the trim set correctly. Right now, trim, my trim center of gravity and my trim over here, I've got long trim also. I have never used nose down or nose up. Haven't used that. And then, so center of gravity here is, I'm trying to think, I've got something set off there. Should be about, I think it's supposed to be about 11. But yeah, I'm way off on No, oh no, my trim. Something's wrong with my trim right now. Okay. All right. So we're right at the same right now. I have right now the yoke fully forward, like literally pressed all the way forward, and all right, we're gonna try it. I want to see if I can get it. It's like it's so extreme right now that the minute I let go of the yoke to try to trim it, yeah, I'm still trimming high right now. Still going up. Let's see. Okay. So long trim. All right, that's still too long. Okay. I may have found a sweet spot. When I release my yoke, I immediately climb. So I need to be nose down. Okay. I am like this here. I've got nose. Even this here. You see that? I've got nose down. I've got my. Right now, it looks like I just got my trim dialed in. At about 0 center of gravity. I have a center of gravity 0, and I've got flaps back at 0. And it looks like it's held so far. Okay. But I notice I can't. Am I supposed to be able to control this? Because I can't control this here. I can't control the nose up, nose down setting right there. All right, where was I cleared direct to? We may try it. Direct to IIU, then it's file, please. I'm already past IIU. I'm going to try to go back to so we're on nav track now. Let's try to go to newbie. nav track. Alright, we're getting turned back around. I'm having to... Let's see here. Our speed, by the way, is back up to like normal, like we're about 280 knots. Maybe about Mach 0.08. Alright, hold on a minute, ignore y'all for a minute. I think we're better. I think we're back. I do mean to descend. I went ahead. I'm descending down to transition altitude and going back to my transition waypoint, and because I got off course there, so yeah. It's I think it's 30. It was 30. Let me check that. It should be. It was 30. It's 30. It should be 3021. This should be 3021. 3021 should be. My other one, I don't have it set. Rough landing, are you saying that above, like I say, I'm here, are we above 18,000? If you don't have, if you don't simply hit an STD button, that you go back and set your altimeter for 29 or 902? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yeah, I'm not sure what got off there. Except, yeah, okay, I think I can trace it back. I had been at cruise altitude, but I was on the CL setting. And when I hit cruise altitude, the cruise altitude button, or the cruise for my thrust, that's when something started getting a little bit funky, or started acting up. So could it be that's I think maybe if I didn't have the trim set exactly right to begin with, could that have caused that? Or maybe because right as it stands now, and then we're back to. You saw what it took for me to get back, you know. I am, but I'm 5,000 feet I'm 5,000 feet. Well, I was a little higher then, but I set it to I'd had it set to the transition. I went ahead and set the altimeter so it would match what it would be at 18,000 for the airport I'm en route to. So I was probably doing it too early. You're right. I probably was. What's the correct way? I guess the correct way is to leave it at 29 or 9 or 2 if you don't have an automatic button at the transition altitude, and leave it there until you get to the transition altitude. I'm asking that like as a question, kind of question. As you slap my hand, as you slap my hand, deservedly so. Slap my hand. Okay, all right. I got it. See how we're doing on getting back on course. I've probably added about an extra 20 to 25 minutes to this flight. Well, I'm not about to stall, at least. Okay. Okay. All right, we're heading back now to the noob waypoint, and then starting back in. We got off course from the trim thing. Speed feels better. Okay, I'll bring that. Back there. Just get down there. Yes. Let me see. Let me see if I can get y'all the magic link. I may have it in here. Let me see here. In the comments section, I'm trying to pull it up now. Not comments. The description section. There is a link at the top of the description section currently, and I was trying to get to it. And that link, I'm trying to get back to it right now. I'm trying to do two things at once. Hold on. I'll drop that. I'll make sure you can get to that link. I'll make sure you just know where it is. Yes, in the description section of this of this stream, there is one that takes you to Discord. You have to have a Discord account to get on this voice stream. But if you're on that voice, I think the talk's actually real time. So this, I'm pulling it up now to show you where you'd find it in the description. But there's the link for it. It's a Discord link. And with that, I would, we would start getting people that will fall into the lobby here, and we can actually talk by voice. They're in Discord. I am Preacher Pilot 737 on Discord if you're looking for me, or if you need an invite. True. Yes. Autopilot songs. Play. Yes. Noted. I will. Alright. Let me see. So. And I'm going to I want to start toward, I'm going to take a direct to Matthew. Now at Matthew, we would be at a much higher altitude, but I think I can get VNAV to cooperate now. We'll see. I'm hoping I can. So at Matthew, we would be at twice the height we are now. So FMS speed, cruise. I'm going to put this on. GA. All right, we're going direct to Matthew, and then we'll go in for transition. you're right about the autopilot key. It's yeah, get a mind of its own. But yeah, I think that's a good. I think that's a good system. Set the trim first. Make sure everything is even and straight, and go back and then recommence. Right. Yes. Hey, hold on. I'm going back over there. I am. Input. Should be good. I have a lobby. Let's see. I'm trying to think if there's anything I need to do to the invitation part. Oh, there you are. There you are, Rough Landing. All right. I've got my volume up right now, and I should be able to hear anyone that's in here. Checking my volume to make sure. If I can't hear you and you can hear me right now, hold on. I'll have to fix something. Okay. Test. Video, sound, soundboard, sound. I'm checking Rough Landing. So, can you hear me right now on the Discord? Can you actually hear my voice? Okay, not through Discord. Okay, we'll figure it out. I'll see if it's something I'm doing on my side too. You can hear me? Okay. But I'm seeing if there's something I need to do. Because I've got the right lobby. Okay, so here's the lobby. Is there initiate a... Let's see. Hold on, let me get the expert. I got my son that's not far away. We'll get the resident expert and figure it out. Let's see where we are on the flight, by the way, while I'm thinking about it. All right, we're good. I think we're good. Because it says my voice is connected, and that I'm, let's see, I don't know, share screen. give me just a second. Hang tight. Rough landing, and I've got expert. My son. He's as soon as I get him, he gets a break. Hey, show me. Can you show me something? So I've got we've got a. That's my Discord. I've got. This is rough landing. This is my friend rough landing. There's me. What am I doing? What do I need to do on my side? I said I'm the host. What do I need to do? This is my Preacher Pilot server. What do I need to do? What are the next steps I need to do to be able to hear him and for him to hear me? What is it I'm not doing or not doing? We're both in the room. He found me, and so we're right here. Well, he's not here, and he's not hearing me either. So yeah. 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 So my settings right now, here's me. Okay, so voice, here's my voice. Here's my voice. Yeah, there. And then, how do I check output? Oh, my fault. Okay. Okay, so output volume, input volume, test, test, test. Okay. And then I can hear that, yes. Okay. Okay. So I inquired of the expert. Here. And there is, say, I can hear you live, and then there's about a 30-second delay echo. So when you're hearing me live, you're hearing me through Discord, correct? Or if you're hearing me live right now, you're hearing me through the Discord. I'm not hearing you yet, but I think that's something easy. I think that might be something you can figure out real quick on your own microphone. So you the live sound though, rough landing, you're hearing me through. It's coming through the Discord. I think we're back on track. Hold on. I'm at FMS speed, VNAV cruise right now. Oh, that's good. Cruise is back. Okay, so it's back. Okay. Right. So I think we're back to the waypoint, the it'll take us for approach. So. Oh, through. Are you saying YouTube is almost like real time? Oh, I can't. Oh, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Oh, then it might be me. It might be me. Let's see. It could be. Maybe I've done something. Okay, so I see my mic there. You see that? Okay. Custom advanced on button that dials in the studio. Open mic with no processing. That's all I want. Advanced show warning. Which voice channel one now? Yeah, we'll see if this is something here. Okay, I'll see that it shows me muted. Let's see why. Okay, here's my voice settings here. When I look at your Discord, it shows the voice connected for me, but it also shows the, let's see. Let me see. So here's the main area. Show chat. Lobby. So this is the start of the lobby channel. And then show my own camera. Okay, definitely. Voice and video settings. Let's back to that. Studio output. I'm gonna switch that to that instead. I put it on HyperX. Headphones, Windows default, HyperX headphones. Headphones there. Which that should be the same thing. Okay. All right. Now. See, I'm hearing what? I'm hearing something. I think I'm hearing you almost, but I think, let me see how I can do the noise abatement for controlling the extra noise we hear. We're almost there. There we go. So I can hear. I think I am beginning to hear you. I think.
You can hear me?
Yes. There we go. Okay. What I had to do was I did a couple of settings here. I have like the global attenuation, so it just lowers the sound for me a little bit. So I think you can hear, but you should be able to hear me better now. Can you hear me clearly now?
Yeah. Well, I hear you on my speakers.
Uh huh.
Because if I the speakers that are playing the video.
Uh huh.
Okay.
Is it giving you an echo at after 30 seconds or something like that?
Yeah.
Let's see.
We should be able to hear you now, the delay coming through.
I tell you what, I will work on the part where there's a part where I can integrate it into Xplane 12. Like you can actually integrate it, and that. Yeah. Right. Right. That part there, I'll have to figure out. In fact, as soon as I get on the ground, I think I can figure that part out. But yeah, I'll see. But I do know that part where you can. I've had it up where it's inside of Xplane before, but I just never used it. And I think, and I've flown with Bravo 737, and we've used it that way. So I'll. Say that again.
Is there any adjustment that I need?
No, I think you're set up for it now. It's just, I think just me. I need to tweak a couple of things, and I'll just get this so we can start using it more.
We've got two audio channels that's going simultaneously, and one of them is about 30 seconds per minute on. And so what happens is I'm hearing both channels.
That's the part. Yeah, I understand. That's the part I got to figure out. I've got to figure out how to integrate both of them together, because I don't need one anymore if I can if they're bonded. But there's a way to do it. I've just got to put my head on it and set it up in Xplane, and that way we can just have the one channel, and you won't hear two from me.
I'm curious about like a third party. Are they hearing both your voice and the echo and me, or can they hear me at all, or is it like you're talking to yourself?
Okay, so the ones like right now, what you're hearing is just you and I that you hear the secondary echo, but the ones on the YouTube feed, all they're hearing is just the one time. But I'll figure it out. Yeah, because and then the piece that it has, like you can do ducking, sound ducking with sound. So when someone's talking, it adjusts, and so you don't hear as much of the aircraft noise. All right.
I was trying to, because I was concerned about is the system picking up the audio through my headset.
Yeah. But I'm here. But right now, I'm only hearing one, but you're hearing both. You're hearing both. Yeah.
And then on my end, when I got here, I have settings on my computer where I can have it play either through my headphones or through the speaker.
Yeah.
And when I switch it to speaker, I don't hear anything at all. So unfortunately, the speaker, but now I'm wondering if the system maybe picking up through my eyes the audio and replaying it again.
Delta 7673, Indianapolis Center.
Yeah.
Chipper 1 arrival, Matthew transition.
and that's what I was trying to say. Like, when I eliminate this, turning the audio speaker off, but then I can't do anything.
Yeah, you know, no. You're making my head hurt. You're no, I think, but I know what you're saying.
Once you figure it out, it'll be, you know, like perfect. As one of the things that's really, you know, because there's like, I know that I'm putting in like a loads of information, and I'm like, I have no idea how much of it you're picking up, or you know.
I did notice, by the way, over on my screen right now, you show up in my Xplane. And I don't know, you show up like over to one side. You can't see it on your screen right now because I'm doing 1080, but I've got like a little my icon and your icon. So there's something that's integrated. Yeah. Yeah.
I've got the same screen on mine.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it overlays. So it actually will overlay it, and it's asked me that before. There's a setting where you can set it as an overlay, but maybe that way I can figure out, and we can kill the echo for one. And so that doesn't pop in. Oh, let me see here. Hold on, I'm about to drop. I want to drop down about another 6,000 feet. All right, we'll make this work. Yeah, but it's because like Noah has usually he's got like I don't know how many friends he's got in his room, and they're hammering it on. They do more of the first person games and things, but they're always talking, and it's crystal clear. Usually, it's pretty crystal clear when they're talking. So I know I'll pick his brain, and.
I don't hear my voice coming through any echo at all, but I hear you twice. I hear you when you speak originally.
Yeah.
And then I hear the.
That's the part we got to figure out. Yeah, that's the piece we got to figure that piece out.
And that's how, you know, in a way, is there like an audio on my end?
Yes. There might be some other way. I'm sure. I'm gonna go, and there's probably a YouTube video out there I can watch real quick to see one of the guys just explain it real quick and see how to set it up. But I just never thought about it before. But I guess as we get more, you know, guys that are like enthusiasts, I think it'll be nice to have like a room full, you know, or allow them to come into a chat room, you know.
Right. When you're running into situations like, okay, what do I do? And there's like a
yeah.
4-minute delay between when I'm going like, it's burning.
After I'm laying in a pile of ash on the ground, yes, a little. Well, good, man. I'm fascinated by your MD-11 background too. It's pretty neat.
I'm shut down in Mojave, California. I shut down a maintenance operation when I pulled up and left.
Yeah.
They had to, because I was the only mechanic who was at Gen Fan, general familiarization, and had a background on the MD-11. So as long as he was there.
Okay, wait, I see.
Yeah. Wow.
I understand.
There was a guy who was doing it.
Freddie. I get it now. I'm understanding some of the combo chains, utilizing meter.
Supervision wouldn't do anything about it, and I was just like, yeah, I can't. I'm not gonna work with this.
Yeah.
So the company I was contracting with sent me to Toledo, which is outside of Santa Barbara.
Uh-huh.
When I left, then there was a maintenance situation. I'm working with aircraft.
Mhm. Yeah.
What I thought was interesting was I only went to FedEx rep once for 2 weeks, and when I moved to Toledo, they threatened to move their entire maintenance program over to Toledo after this.
Wow. Wow.
It was pretty weird, because I was a contractor, and just but I was
I
pretty,
understand now.
I
Just
guess the
abuse
first
the
time
launcher as
you're
much
working
as
on
possible. I
very
got it. I
distinct
understand.
background in those airplanes.
No. No, there wasn't. Yeah.
You said go
Oh.
to the middle.
So, I mean, that's why, it's like when you're discussing the crash and everything, I'm trying to like hold back information to make it seem like, oh, you have diarrhea about to tell you everything you
No, that's why. That's why. Because I have a lot of. There's so many guys that do this because I am wanted to be an airline pilot a long time ago. Never did the footwork to do it, but it just wasn't my. It probably wasn't my calling. But yeah. But I've studied like things like the 737. Some of those aircraft I've just followed and read every jot and tittle about them for years, and I'm fascinated by them. But this is the first time, like the Xplane, this past year is the first time I've ever sunk myself into Xplane and realized how far they've gone to make an environment that we can have some fun in. Actually, vicariously live a little bit of it this way.
it's a pretty big environment, and yeah, and it's kind of in a way I don't like using the word play to the place like an giant kid.
Oh, there's more to it. Yeah, there is. Yeah.
Because we do, it's a very
Hmm. Yeah, there's so much more. Yeah, to this, and it is to me. I look at it like all the money I would spend on trying to go spend time on a simulator, and what I can do with this here. Like I was talking to an instructor, 737 instructor, the other day. He sings, so he was at my church for a special function, and we're comparing notes. And I was thinking I actually can get a little bit of the same. At least it's not. There may be certain aspects to it you can't duplicate at home, but mechanics of it, at least you can walk through.
Or I don't know. I since we're communicating with server entry something. So maybe don't kick it. It might be me and I just don't know it.
Mm-hmm.
Or sometimes where they say be careful what you wish for.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the simulator is perfect because a lot of people have no idea that flying airplanes is pretty boring.
Yeah.
Takeoff, landing, and then after that, it's just a couple of adjustments.
Yeah. Yeah.
And to me, it's like
Your Rams go
environment where you can actually see for yourself.
15-piece combo into a level
When you're flying
1 into a level 3 because those
Uh-huh.
are mobile sometimes.
In the back of your head, this plane can literally shut down any minute, and I'm serious. You're gonna be constantly in that cockpit looking around for potential landing spots if you have to.
Yes.
So that'll keep you occupied. But if you're flying airliner or something,
Uh-huh.
unless you have short routes like say from Dallas to Tulsa, Tulsa to St. Louis or whatever, that basically 30 minutes of climbing at the top of climb and then 10 minutes of cruise, and now you're preparing for descent.
Mm-hmm.
So there's some constant practice. You're going to be bored.
Yes. Yes.
Sub out, I forget it's this.
And this is a good
Mm-hmm.
way, for people to find out that is this what I really want to do, or
Mm-hmm. Well, a friend of mine, I just retired from United, and he did it for 30. He flew for them for 34 years. But when it gets down to it, you start explaining the steps or what you go through, especially on the routes that he took. It really is. It's just simply take off, climb, cruise, top of descent, descend, and approach, and you're doing the same thing. But it's nothing like general aviation. I think because I can't get around on a Garmin, like the Garmin G1000. I couldn't sit. I have no experience with that at all. But I do with I played with the FMCs and the FMSs and the McDoos more than anything, and it's different. It's just like, but it is like two different worlds. It's two different worlds. And yeah, you're right. There's especially on those long hauls. I had one friend that was a 747 pilot to Beijing or to China, back and forth to China. That had to be That had to be like a boring run. Like, all that time that you have in the air, you got extra crews with you. There's a whole lot that happens there where you're just, I don't know, you're sitting. You're sitting. So yeah, there's a whole lot more to it than people realize. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I think two different worlds. But general aviation, I haven't even spent time with the Cessna, just the smaller Cessnas yet. So. There. Yeah. 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 We're 10 minutes from PTI, like Piedmont Triad International, and but it's not as busy of an airport. In fact, I'll fly out of LaGuardia on the 9th. I'll fly out of LaGuardia and come back to Greensboro on a Tuesday, and the plane's half empty. It's not as many people fly through this airport, but it's such a nice airport. They did such a good job on it. But yeah, I have my first experience on a 787 Dreamliner coming up. This actually Monday I'll get to fly to Tel Aviv, and but I'm kind of looking forward to that. It's a 10.5 hour flight, but I'm kind of looking forward. Tel Aviv. I'll be there with about 1,000 other pastors, about 1,000 others.
JFK and because of the fact that I was working in alternate channels. Oh, I didn't know that. We ever did.
Mm-hmm.
The Dragon Balls.
Okay, here we go. I got set up for approach here. Approach, route, arrival data. Yeah, things are a little bit different on this one. Like on their McDo, FMC, whatever, tad bit, a little bit different than my other one.
Yeah, the default is a whole lot different than the third-party aircraft.
Mm-hmm.
They took out a lot of the instructions and the programming for the default aircraft.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, so I'm piecemeal on my way through it here for approach. Yeah, there it is. Course heading 2-3. They put things in a different place too. I noticed. So that's course heading 234.
Yeah, that was why I became such a big flyer of Vivo before moving on to the other third-party aircraft.
Yeah.
because of the fact that the instructions are so watered down
Mhm.
that it's kind of like the intention is just to get you in the air, get you the thrill of flying, and then that's it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, well, I cut my teeth, I think, more on the Zebo and the Zebo 737, and I think it kind of spoiled me. I think, but it took a while. It took a while. I crashed a lot. In the early part, I crashed a lot. But after you get in the rhythm of it, yeah, you can you get really used to it. Oh.
Okay, keep playing it. How I learn is I literally have to go. I want to go against the best you have. I want to learn how to play against it, and then I want to get better.
Growing up, for me, I always felt 17, 17,
There's a way to punish that, and I still haven't figured it out yet.
silhouette design matching the 27
Dang.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I did a lot of that, because it growing up, the 15 planes take off and there's a space time where when they take off, and then they go down the Kenai Peninsula.
Yeah.
And so, as a kid, I was always trying to imagine what the passengers would thought that plane was seeing before going down. Because it's never consistent. It's never the same, and it's definitely different in the winter than say the summer or even spring.
Yeah.
And so I could basically take care of that
Everyone
type of
hit.
thing.
I don't know.
Right now, my bucket list is to go to Point Barrow, Alaska, at summer solstice.
I thought I hit.
Because the sun doesn't set,
Mhm.
and then in the summer and in the winter, it goes
Oh
proper.
my gosh.
And even though like in Alaska geography book
Uh-huh.
and the solstice study book, we had pictures of the sun where it would go down to the horizon, kind of go around the horizon, and then begin to rise again.
Uh-huh.
I wanted to literally see that.
That's pretty neat, by the way.
And the closest I can get is on my simulator, and
Huh. Oh.
I can't. Unfortunately, I can't get it to track the sun unless I had a plane that would fly over the sun, because I can track the planes in replay.
I know there's a move I haven't figured out yet.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, by the way, let's see here. I got to get down. It's 1500. We'll go 1500. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm at the end of my transition. I'm actually at my base leg. Technically, I'm at my base leg. But I'm seeing if I can. But I'm too high. But I'll have time. I have to kind of. I'm gonna go for it.
Is that 7,000?
Yeah.
Why do you like them?
They are. They are. I think these lights. The landing lights are on. These here. These are. Yeah. Yeah. There. Here, I should be on GA. Right.
I sent you that, the other day was like, usually the practice I did when you get down to 10,000, the lights would come on.
Yeah.
You don't turn those on until you drop the gear.
I can see why it's
Yeah.
a fun game.
Here we go. There we go. Okay, I think I could probably bring it back in, dial it back in. I'm at 6,700 here, but it's Atlanta, so I'll have time to get back down. Okay. Dang, have I lost? That's right. Okay. All right. Let me get back here.
Not manufacturers, but airlines order them in a certain way where
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. I need to check my waypoint though. Let me see here.
Oh yeah, no, I'm trying to punish it. I know it's punishable, but I can't.
Oh. I know what happened. Doggone it. And it was there was a vector built into my flight plan, so it was just sitting there going, okay, guy, okay, all right, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? All right, we're going somewhere. Okay, all right, okay, all right. So I think this is why they have stable cockpit or no sterile cockpit. That was an interesting Charlotte sterile cockpit. The one that kind of made the rule for sterile cockpit. The two guys that were coming into Charlotte, I think that would have been in the late 70s. I think late 70s, but I think they killed about 48, 49 people on a flight coming in, and it was a shorter flight. It wasn't a long flight either. Oh, there we go. We should get back around. Okay. I'll get my speed back down too. We'll get about one. We'll go about 145. Okay.
Dang it.
Yeah, right now I am going to go back to. Oh, I don't even have a. Here on my flight plan, I didn't select the approach so I could see it on the flight plan. Let me see here. We can put it back. Go to final. There it is. Yeah, it's taking me to Bamboo, the Bamboo waypoint, and it looks like our. I went ahead and dropped my altitude down to 3,000, and we're straight on right now, so we should capture. I can go ahead and activate the frequency. Say that again. Say that again.
Oh, edit team. There we go. Okay,
Not always. Yeah. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, I've got this one. I'm going to go back through, I think, after this flight and set up all the cameras on this one for just because this is actually the first. This will be the first time I ever landed with this one, or did a landing and approach in this one. So I've not done that. Okay. All right, let's go. Let's go. Okay. So I think we're already down to we're at 145 knots. We are. I'm already lined up. I'm already lined up on the localizer, and yeah, that's gonna nice. So I should capture here in a minute. We're about 21 miles out, so we're still way out right now. So I'm probably about. Normally I would come in at 4,000, like when I made that last turn, and they usually vector you down to that, but they would vector you down to 4,000 for final, and then go ahead and just give you one waypoint, let you capture here. This Nimbus airport, by the way, they did a good job on it because it really looks just like the real airport. Even as you go in, the mechanics hubs and like the headquarters and all that, it looks every little. I know they spent a lot of time on it in the inside of the hubs too, inside of the gated places. They look just like that. Okay.
That's so punishable. I was about to say, that's so open. I don't know why you didn't get it the first time. That should have been punishable. Oh dear.
Yeah. Yeah, we always say about Atlanta, you got to go to get to heaven. You got to go through Atlanta. This side of always.
That's so weird how he just goes that.
Yeah. Yeah, and Firebird, you're out there right now. Howdy. uh, yeah, this yeah, chilling at home today. Trying to get into Atlanta. That's the last place you want to be right now is in Atlanta. I guess. Yeah. Yeah. Uh, I'll be in JFK on the 30th. I think the 30th. Well, actually the 1st. We fly out on the 1st. But I anticipate it might be a little busy. We're gonna check everything in, like our luggage. We're gonna check it in when we get in on Sunday night, and so we at least only have our carry-ons and head out. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and yeah, and I'll let you know more about that trip when I get back. It's quite uh, it's interesting. There are a lot of details. Some things I don't want to tell everybody, but I'll tell you more about what we're up to. Uh-huh. Mhm. Yeah. Okay. Mhm. Uh-huh. Mhm. Yeah. See how far out. And by the way, we'll have IDF security everywhere we go. Like IDF will actually be with us, so I feel a little safer. Uh, yeah.
I knew I shouldn't have done that. I knew I should have done that.
Mhm.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
What is this? Why is he so stretchy? That's so
Yeah.
cool.
Why? There. All right, we're about to drop gear. 10 miles. We'll drop the we'll drop the carriage. 10 miles. Yeah, I think we're about right ready. Uh, uh,
What was that?
wow. uh, all right. All right. Yes. So I did learn something though in this one here. The trim. I think my trim settings weren't set correctly when I left. In other words, I didn't have the trim. I didn't have it trimmed out correctly, and I did. And then I could have checked it before I taken it off autopilot and checked it again. But no, I don't think it was set correctly. So it really messed me up there. Um, mhm. Yeah, I missed the last. I missed the last thing you said. All right, here we. Um, um, well, that's the problem I was having. The CRJ 700 and 900. I have yet to feel comfortable trying to get up to cruise, and can't. And I'm awful with those two models, so I'll probably hate. It's going to take me a while to get used to that one, but I was going to kind of stick with the CRJ 700 and spend some time with it. Yeah.
Well, and that's the other thing that, yeah, when you run that situation, first thing you want to do is shut the autopilot off because the plane's going to try to fight you other way.
Mhm. Oh yeah.
Something, like, say if you grab the yoke, the autopilot still wants to switch around the other thing. You want to shut it down,
Uh-huh.
and then you want to turn, then you manually turn it. Usually, if you got bumped and pinged, or there's a miscommunication from the autopilot at that point, that causes you to do that.
Yeah.
And all you do by turning it off and on, basically resets it in the first place.
Mhm.
But you don't want to set it back in there with the trim in the wrong position because it's not going to recover it.
Yeah.
Turn it off. Go ahead. And it's a straight level flight. And re-engage it. And then it'll basically pick it up from there.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Makes sense.
You
Yeah.
don't want to be fighting the plane up to the ground.
Yeah.
You probably
Well,
get
I'm
to the camera
what? I'm not what?
because you're like, why don't you just turn it off?
Well, makes sense now. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
I know I'm not hitting it as much as I should. I'm trying to manage it, but at the same time, I forget that
Uh,
it goes up so freaking fast. And also, I'm trying to
so
find
much autopilot
I'm trying
kind
to
of
find
cripples us sometimes. I understand the airlines want them to stay on autopilot, but all right. So we're 7 miles outside of no we're not. We're closer now. We're 1,700 feet, and descending. Elevation at this airport is 1026. Yeah, and I'm double checking my elevation here. Actually, I can't adjust it. Can I? Well, I'm gonna watch that. I noticed that my elevation. Usually, I set the elevation there, and I think I have to. I think I have to. I guess we're about to find out. Okay. I don't know. It might be all right. Okay.
I don't know what launches and what.
Nice. There we go. Come on down.
So that's kind of my issue.
A lot of right, not a lot of left rudder. All right, so that's all right.
There we go. Finally.
I couldn't make that off ramp. Okay. Right. Thrust off.
I like launching too much. Or I
All
try
right.
to throw launching too much.
Cool. Let me come across there.
Yeah, you couldn't do it like I do. Wiggle down the red thing.
Yeah. We'll get in there.
I still haven't figured out whether it's my 2 hours or my auto brake. But I found that when I took out the 2 hours, the plane straightens out. So I don't know if the engine, I'll have to go back and calibration and make sure that the engine stays at equal.
Yeah. There we go. All right. So it's so hard to find a place for a Delta jet to park at Atlanta. Yeah, yeah. 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 Right. Landing lights are off.
looking at the same intentions number, isn't it? It's got a follow me.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm getting it about.
There are so many. Say Intentions has so many like personalities they put on there. But I've gotten where I can't. I haven't been on VATSIM as much because of it. So.
Yo, cut to Pushback. Does it have a ground crew that can muscle you in? Sort of like the tram at the airport?
That's just straight from just the different airports, custom airports, but they don't have a special crew for that. And if you have Microsoft to 2024, they do have traffic insertion in that model. You know. Let me see if I can get us call for GPU, attach jetway. It's one thing I do like. Nimbus is the one, or the reasons everything works here. Like right now, what it's doing. That's all Nimbus right there. They're the reason. Even inside of the airports, even inside. Well, this side is not decorated up, but any other piece, it's just completely furnished. Okay. All right, let me get in there. I'm
playing childcare. It's Goku with the 2 children.
Okay. Power down.
You can actually take a tour inside the airport and everything, yeah?
Yeah. In this one here, yeah. Fact, we made it. We made it. Here, let's go inside of the airport. Let's go. But even these sections here that aren't the main sections.
What is that?
They've gone to this kind of trouble.
Wait, what? How do you call them an assist? I thought that would be the.
And as much as I think the people look corny, actually they look good from outside as they're walking. It adds a lot to it. So you have all the sections though of the. I mean, it's a lot of work that they put into this airport. Nimbus did. And that's just one section. You have the main sections over there. So any of these areas that you see will have some sort of like architecture they've spent some time on. I mean, so yeah, I've been really impressed with that there. Hey, everybody, have a great day. Happy Thanksgiving. Hope you have a blessed one. Spend time with your family, and we'll see you on the next. I think there is there. All right, I'm going to drop them.